That's how I like it, raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Welcome to the Hunter Report. I've got a pineapple here, I've got some limes, I've got some spices. What I'm not showing you is the meat. We're doing tacos al pastor. Actually, we're just doing the marinade for al pastor. This is a flavor that once you try it, you'll realize it will expand your entire concept of flavors. The first time I tried this, I was like, holy moly, that's really good. I've been doing a lot of research trying to dig up sort of the history, and there's a few different recipes of al pastor, but your basic idea is pineapple, and pineapple is so key. You want a real pineapple. If you can't taste the difference between a fresh pineapple and a canned pineapple, well, you gotta start right there. There is a huge difference. Pineapple has an enzyme in it which breaks down the meat, it softens it. We're gonna be using limes, onions, garlic, beautiful chipotle chilies, and spices. If you wanna do this at least 4 hours in advance, please subscribe, please give me thumbs up. Pineapple, limes, onion, garlic. Now these are chipotle chilies, dried. This is oregano. Okay, I've got cumin in there. You should be doing whole cumin, and I literally thought I had it. I don't have it, but this is oregano, cumin, and coriander. Let's get our pineapple processed. You want a serrated knife for pineapple. Really gets into the skin better. And for those of you who've never carved a pineapple, you get the skin first. You want to make sure the pineapple is soft and it smells like pineapple. Okay, if this pineapple's hard, it's not ripe yet, so leave it out for a week, or find one that is more ripe. So you just sort of remove the skin and these little hard chunks. Okay, now we have to take care of the core of the pineapple. So you see that core, that's not edible. So we're just gonna cut around the core. All right, we got our pineapple core. Goodbye. Rehydrate these chipotle peppers. Boiling water. And this speeds up the hydration process. So we're gonna let this go for 10 to 15 minutes and they will be ready to go. Let's get back to processing our pineapple. So we are gonna throw everything into a food processor or blender. So we're just chunking these so that they fit into the processor. We're gonna juice these limes, so make sure that they're soft by sort of rolling them. These aren't perfectly ripe limes. Just soften them up as much as we can first. Sort of got a pina colada going on here because, you know, Mexico is sort of in the Caribbean. So that's the interesting thing, is that they took Mexican spices, Caribbean fruits, Middle Eastern cooking technique. So stay tuned. Remember, please subscribe. Please give me thumbs up, because I love doing this, and I hope you love it too. And the more support that I have, the more I'm able to do this, to inspire you to have your barbecues, to have your dinner parties, to impress somebody, to bring it to a whole new level, maybe with the bass and the treble, if you're gonna have some kind of barbecue with music. You know, maybe about a cup and a half of lime juice, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. Remember, this is all going into a food processor, so we're just getting it ready to be processed, that's all. I always like to keep a bowl, like a mini garbage bowl, right there, and I learned that from a really cool chef named Eric Repair. First season of Avec Eric. Cleanup is so important. Be constantly cleaning as you're cooking. I'll show you quickly. Just gonna give it a simple mash, like a very coarse chop, good enough. I'm gonna put that in the food processor. So I got this barbecue in less than 4 hours, so time is of the essence here. Like, the more this is marinating, the better. So I gotta pick up my game here. I gotta speed up. Bam! Can I have another? Can we kick it up a notch? Yes, we can. Yes, we are. Okay. Next, onion. Same thing. Bigger garbage bowl. Boom. Cut it in half first. So right down that way. You want to leave a little bit of it connected right there, you see? So now it's really easy to just go this way. So we're going, it's like a grid, it's like a 3D cube. We go lengthwise. And we did it that way. So then all we do is that way. You see? They come out all uniform. Okay, we're moving here. We're moving. We got our fruits processed. So let's regroup. Let's recap. Let's see where we're at. We got our veggies cut. We've got our fruit. We've got our lime juice. We haven't done our herbs yet, and our chilies are still soaking. So this is something to bring out the flavor of the herbs, our whole herbs, into the pan. This is called blooming your spices. See, we're not doing these pre-chopped oregano, and you're supposed to have cumin in there. So really sorry that I don't have cumin. I got to rush to this barbecue, so I don't even have time to go get that cumin. But we're gonna do this for about a minute, so that pan is just about getting warm. No oil. The spices have their own oils in them. You need to get these into a spice grinder, coffee grinder. You don't want to burn these. You don't want to brown them. I mean, just barely, get them warm. All right, I'm starting to smell them. The cast iron pan has residual heat, so that'll be good. So remember, that's coriander, and you need cumin in there too. I definitely need to get another spice grinder. And until I have that, I'm going to take this toasted coriander and get it into my pepper mill, and we're just gonna grind that right into the rest of the spices. My Chinese strainer. I have a food processor and a blender, so we're gonna do a rough chop with the processor, toss into the blender. So let's throw the peppers into the food processor. I'm keeping the seeds in, so it's gonna be pretty spicy, but that's okay. All right, so we've got a pepper paste here. Every ounce of that beautiful chili flavor. Just chipotles, because I just like chipotles, and they're not as spicy as anchos, as guajillos. Let's do our pineapple. Just enough chunks to not overload the food processor. The blender. All right, garlic and onions at the same time. So we're done with our food processor. We're gonna add our spice mix right in there. Our lime juice, right in. Salt. That was barely 2 teaspoons. It's probably gonna need some more salt, but let's just grind it, taste it, and see where we're at. Let's take a little taste-a-roni here. Oh yeah, a little more salt. It's butchering time. I've got a pork loin here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice this. You want that marinade to touch as much of the meat as possible. Got a nice serrated knife here. Makes butchering a breeze. I'm going to keep uniform chunks so that everything cooks the same time, the same pace. About 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. We bag it up. We sauce it up. That's how I like it, raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. This is raw pork. I don't actually like eating raw pork, but I like marinating raw pork. We're gonna have 3 hours to marinate, take all the air out, voila. So this is how you do the marinade for tacos al pastor. Please subscribe, please give me thumbs up, and I'll show you how to actually do the tacos in the future. How do I look?
You look good. You look really good. How do I look?
Just like smoking hookahs and drinking tea.
Smoking hookahs, fucking hookers.
Hey!
Isn't that what you do?
Had a technical malfunction. I'm here with my buddy Ben Kronberg,
Kronberg.
Okay.
Either. You know how either is either?
Either is either, or...
Either can be either, or...
And I've just been meeting you out on the streets of Williamsburg, Brooklyn over the last 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
On about 7 to 11 different occasions.
I mean, if you're counting, I guess, yeah.
Had a technical malfunction. Our camera... But we're so on the down low here, so...
Yeah, this is pretty down low.
I have snuck into an NFL football stadium with two GoPros, an audio. That's how I like it, raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Welcome to the Hunter Report. I've got a pineapple here, I've got some limes, I've got some spices. What I'm not showing you is the meat. We're doing tacos al pastor. Actually, we're just doing the marinade for al pastor. This is a flavor that once you try it, you'll realize it will expand your entire concept of flavors. The first time I tried this, I was like, holy moly, that's really good. I've been doing a lot of research trying to dig up sort of the history, and there's a few different recipes of al pastor, but your basic idea is pineapple, and pineapple is so key. You want a real pineapple. If you can't taste the difference between a fresh pineapple and a canned pineapple, well, you gotta start right there. There is a huge difference. Pineapple has an enzyme in it which breaks down the meat, it softens it. We're gonna be using limes, onions, garlic, beautiful chipotle chilies.